my friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days, and I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me, and I'm starting to hate women. Pete's about a 6, but I'm so desperate I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back. So what level of delusion has entered women's head?
And what's funny about this is there is an abundance of women out here complaining about dating apps, saying it's too hard, they can't make it work for whatever reason, the men on there ain't shit. And so it's just funny because they really don't know how good they've got it on there.
All I gotta say is now you know how we feel. The only woman that I'm aware of who knows probably way better than you is no longer amongst us. Her name is Nora Vincent. She went undercover, trying to walk amongst us as a man. And to her surprise, she thought that we had it easy. She don't talk about the top elite man. She talk about the average man. She figured even the average guy should have a chance. No, we don't. As a whole, a majority of average men are ignored. I repeat again, for some of you ladies in the back who either A, didn't hear it or don't want to hear it, a majority of good men are ignored. I'm not talking about the Pookies, the Ray Rays, Chads, Tyrells, all the toxic males. I'm not talking about the bad boys, hump boys, or other guys who run their mouths to the women for a living just so they could get in their pants. I'm not talking about them. I'm not even thinking about it. As far as I'm concerned, they're not men. They just happen to be males with a Y chromosome. That's it. I'm talking about a good, hardworking, and in a lot of cases, God-fearing men who just want to find a good woman to settle down with and start a life with. And because women want the top 10 to 1% of the dudes, everyone else gets ignored. The bottom 70 to 80% of the men gets largely ignored. Just because she's like a 6, maybe a 7, she's like, you know what, I deserve a 10 because even though people in reality, people see me as a 6 or 7, I'm a 10, so I want that 10. Well, guess what? Those guys up top, the 10s, the guys who top the top 10%, 1%, they got the pick of the litter. They could play for the women like crazy. They could play like fools. They could play like little Barbie dolls until they get bored of you. And after all that playing around, you know what they end up doing? They marry the virgin. They find one. They have the money. They got the resources. They'll find a virgin. They will go to the farthest reaches to find a virgin. Yes, they exist, but in terms of the western part of the world, you have an easier time finding a unicorn with a diamond horn and gold sprinkles in it. That's how bad it's getting. You think I'm capping? What are the chances of finding a woman who's a virgin for a wedding night? 5%. What happened? Never mind, I already know, and it makes me sick to my stomach. You can blame hookup culture, you can blame social media and all that, you can blame single parent household, you can blame so many different things. But in the end, as adults, we can take responsibilities for our own actions. I didn't mean to get off topic here. My point is that this woman know what the average man has to deal with. The fact she said she started to hate women, now you see our frustration. So, what do you say? Do you believe that she's sincere about that? You know, she's frustrated? Or you don't believe her? Or you think like, man, she had enough to cry about? I think we have plenty to worry about. Not so much to worry about, plenty to say about it. But here's the thing. 3 things are happening. 1, men are working harder to find traditional women. And as we're working 10 times harder to find a woman who's like a 10th of their grandmothers and great-grandmothers. That's a sad shame. 2, men say, you know what, we got to sit out this one, wait till the next generation of women and pray to God that they're more traditional than this current generation of modern women. Or 3, go overseas for women who are way more traditional. And trust me, you think the passport situation where people going to start ordering passports going to be going bonkers? Oh, trust me, I say about 5-10 years, you know, people are going crazy. The orders for transports is going to skyrocket exponentially. I promise you that. So what do you think, folks? Leave your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below. Peace.